It is certainly feeling like fall here inside the Cake and Spoon kitchen because we are going to be making a butternut squash and Chihuahua cheese quiche with sage. I've got Melissa Brinckmann here. She's the one who's really going to be making it and just teaching us how we make it. Melissa, thanks for having us here this morning.
Thanks for helping us this morning.
Yeah.
Too.
These look absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to learn how to make these. Quiches are fallish, and then especially when you add ingredients like butternut squash and sage, that really seems like fall to me.
It definitely is, and this is one of our market favorites. So we're taking some local butternut squash. We use some white pepper, some salt, and the fresh sage from our garden here at our kitchen, and we coat that with quite a bit of olive oil. We like it to be kind of oily, and we're going to slow roast this at about 300 degrees for about an hour. We use what is known as a very short pastry, savory pastry, which means it has a lot of butter, a lot of cream, and egg yolks.
Hey, we like that. Yes.
So, and then we're just going to roll this down. It's a removable bottom tart pan. And so we are just going to kind of slide this baby in here. We're never going to stretch our pastry. We're going to gently drop it down in there and just kind of form it in the pan. We do have a little bit of a bobo there, but just kind of bring it down. Just kind of gently form it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be even. You know, our work is pretty much rustic here. So, and that's what we're going to start with. Okay. And so we are going to chill those. Then we're going to weight them with beans and paper. We use this paper and beans to weight them down. We're going to par bake them. And so this is what we're going to start with to finalize the product.
So this has been baked?
It's been par baked, what we call par baked. So it's, as you can see, it's not completely brown, but it is a bit brown on the bottom, just to ensure that our crust is cooked through. And then when it comes out of the oven, we wash it with an egg whites. And so that seals it and ensures the crust will be crispy. So, and then we're going to take our butternut squash, and I just use a spoon. We're going to spoon it in there. I like to have some of the oil in there because it carries the flavor. Be pretty generous with this. And then we're going to take some of the grated Chihuahua and just, I like a liberal, I like dairy, I'm a dairy person, so put a nice generous amount over each one. That looks pretty good. Okay. So there we go with that, and then we have our quiche custard, and this is a mix of whole eggs, and we use half and half in ours. You could use heavy cream, but it'd be, you know, a little more fat content and so forth. But we use half and half, and then we use some salt. A fairly decent amount of salt. So we're going to go ahead and pour. Just go ahead and fill them on up. And we're going to have our oven set to about 350. And I don't know, it takes maybe 15 minutes. We use a convection oven, an oven with the, with the fan here. So we're going to go ahead and fill those up. Great. And get them on in the oven. So what we're going to have, we have some of the finished product here. So we're going to slide these over. And this is what they're going to look like.
Beautiful
when they are fully baked.
So right now you can get this flavor at the farmer's market?
Yes, we have it. This is one of our fall flavors. So are you ready to taste?
Oh, I'm definitely ready to taste.
Do you want to get us a knife and maybe a fork? We'll cut your piece. How does that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
Okay. Step out of the way.
So good.
Okay. Of course, we made extras for y'all to taste, so we
like that, Melissa.
Awesome.
That is so good.
Awesome. Okay,
the perfect quiche for fall. Melissa, thank you so much for having us out.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it. All right, cool.